Welcome back to Fascination Alley, where we're your guides through strange places, hidden facts, and discoveries that connect the past, present, and the future. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. It's totally free and it helps us keep exploring amazing stories just like this one. Before we get started, I am Annika, your guide for underwater discoveries. Today, we're going to dive into the ocean to uncover deep-sea secrets that Big Pharma doesn't exactly advertise, including strange creatures that are already inspiring real medicines to fight cancer, relieve pain, and more. So, let's dive in. The sea squirt and cancer treatment. Let's start with something small but mighty, the sea squirt. At first glance, it looks like a squishy blob stuck to a rock, but inside, it produces powerful chemicals. Sea squirts are found in marine environments around the world, from shallow coastal waters to the deepest ocean trenches. As adults, most sea squirts are sessile, meaning they live permanently attached to a solid surface. In the 1960s, scientists discovered one of them, a compound that inspired a cancer drug called trabectedin. Trabectedin is a chemotherapy drug used to treat soft tissue sarcomas, a type of cancer that affects connective tissues. It works by damaging the DNA of cancer cells, leading to their death. Basically, they twist the DNA just enough to stop cancer cells from copying themselves. It's like jamming the gears in a broken machine. Today, doctors use a synthetic version of trabectedin to treat ovarian cancer and soft tissue sarcoma. Imagine that! A creature with no brain, hiding on the ocean floor, gave us a new weapon against one of the toughest diseases on Earth. The sea whip coral and pain relief. Next, let's drift over to the Caribbean and meet the sea whip coral. The sea whip is characterized by a long whip-like growth and a variety of bright colors. The whip consists of a colony of tiny polyps, cylindrical, stalk-like forms with a mouth and 8 tentacles at the upper or free end that grow upon one another in a continuous single stem. Fishermen once noticed that when they handled it, their cuts didn't swell or hurt as much. That was the first clue. Scientists discovered this coral makes compounds called pseudopterosins. They fight inflammation, the redness and swelling that happens when you're injured. In fact, lab tests showed they can be stronger than indomethacin, a common prescription painkiller used for arthritis. Today, researchers are exploring pseudopterosins for creams, ointments, and possibly even new medicines for chronic pain. Imagine a coral reef helping humans manage pain more safely than some of our pills. Sponges and antibiotic resistance. Now we meet the sponge, one of the oldest life forms on Earth, which has survived for over 600 million years. Sponges may not move or hunt, but they're far from defenseless. By pumping water through their porous bodies, they filter out food while releasing chemicals that stop bacteria and fungi from invading it. In the 1950s, researchers studying Caribbean sponges discovered a compound that inspired one of the first marine-derived cancer treatments, Aracy, still used in leukemia therapy today. More recently, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, identified new sponge chemicals that target one of the biggest health threats we face, antibiotic-resistant bacteria. These compounds weaken the slimy shields that bacteria build around themselves, making them vulnerable again to medicines like penicillin. That means sponges could help us fight superbugs, such as MRSA, infections that modern antibiotics often fail against. Think about it. An animal with no brain, no bones, and no blood might hold the key to protecting us in a world where ordinary infections are becoming dangerous again. comb jellies, and Alzheimer's research. Far below the waves, glowing like floating rainbows, are comb jellies. Their rows of tiny cilia scatter rainbow light, creating an otherworldly shimmer. But their real secret is hidden inside their cells, a fat called plasmalogens. Plasmalogens act like tiny shields inside cells, protecting them from damage. Humans have them too, especially in our brains and hearts. But here's the problem. People with Alzheimer's disease often have much lower levels of these protective fats. Scientists believe that this may play a role in why brain cells deteriorate in conditions such as dementia. In 2024, scientists studied comb jellies to learn how they make and use plasmalogens. By comparing them with human cells and by studying how comb jellies manufacture and regulate plasmalogens, researchers hope to design new therapies and unlock new ways to boost these fats in the human body to slow or even prevent memory loss. So, these glowing jellies may help unlock the secrets of the human mind. Seaweed, biomedicine, and bioplastics. Our final stop is the seaweed forest, swaying like an underwater jungle. Seaweed isn't just food for sushi rolls, it's packed with compounds already woven into human health. Doctors use alginates from seaweed to create wound dressings that stop bleeding almost instantly. Carrageenans, another seaweed compound, are used in pill capsules, gels, and even as stabilizers in lotions and toothpaste. Seaweed is also rich in iodine, which keeps the thyroid healthy and prevents goiter, a disease that was once common before iodine was added to table salt. But the story doesn't end there. Scientists are now turning seaweed into bioplastics, renewable materials that can replace petroleum-based plastics. Imagine surgical tools or drug capsules that dissolve safely after use, or food packaging that biodegrades instead of polluting the planet. From nutrition to medicine to sustainable technology, seaweed may be one of the most versatile resources we have, healing both the human body and the earth itself. And there you have it. The ocean is more than just a mysterious frontier. It's a living laboratory. From sea squirts that give us new ways to fight cancer, to sponges that help us battle superbugs, to glowing jellies that may unlock the secrets of the human brain. These discoveries remind us that the answers to some of our greatest medical challenges may already be waiting beneath the waves. And as scientists continue to explore, who knows what other life-saving secrets the sea will reveal? Thanks for stopping by Fascination Alley. We hope you enjoyed this trip beneath the waves. If you learned something new today, give this video a like so others can discover it too. And don't forget to subscribe. It's free and encourages us to keep creating more fascinating journeys into the unknown. Tell us in the comments which ocean discovery amazed you the most and what you think the sea will reveal next. Until next time, keep exploring. And don't forget to come back because every alleyway leads to something extraordinary.